That's 14-year-old me kayaking my first season. All this started because of my dad. He taught me how to roll, run rivers, and surf, stoking the embers of my passion for whitewater. 26 years later, and here I am, still doing what I love. Life is good when I'm on the water, surrounded by other paddlers who share my love for the river. Out of the 12 months in a year, you can bet I'm on the water for every one of them. Roughly averaging 200 days a year on the water. How long will I sustain this pace? Who knows? But I do plan to make every second count. Join me and my friends as we kayak different rivers, some local to the area and others much further away. These are my memories, and these are my kayak adventures. Put in for the Salmo River. We're on the South Fork, which will run into the main channel. The Salmo starts with Class 2 rapids, slowly building up to Class 3 before the entrance of the canyon. I wish this run was in my backyard with all it has to offer. So many Class 3 sections with fun booths, wave trains, and eddy lines perfect for tailies. We've all heard of fuck you rocks. Well, here you have a fuck you log. Using advanced river signals, I warned Evan of the impending danger behind me. The river picked up before the canyon. It started to have a big water feel. The waves and holes were getting bigger, and I was noticing more boils along the eddy lines. Before the canyon begins, there is a big eddy on river left, and you'll see a cabin on the shore. The rapids before this are a good indicator of whether or not you should go into the canyon. If you've been having fun and no difficulty, you're probably good to go. If it has been a struggle fest, there is the option to take out on the road and come back another time. Okay, we're at the cabin. I have to admit, the canyon section of this run got in my head a bit. With the flows at 130 cms, a class 4 rating, and there being few details about it, my imagination took off, picturing the canyon section having continuous class 4, big water in a narrow canyon, giant bouldery holes with tight lines, waves sloshing off the vertical walls, and you name it. I quickly realized this wasn't the case, as there were only 2 class 4 rapids in the canyon with pretty straightforward lines. They were also easily scouted from shore and could be portaged if necessary. My worries quickly transitioned from fear into joy and excitement. After the last rapid, the river quickly mellows out, becoming flat as the river transitions into the reservoir.
I wanted you to come out here to give you a challenge.
Yeah.
Challenge zone, though.
I
In the fucking, this is beyond what you should be on.
yeah.
It's appropriate for you. It's challenging. It's a little bit scary, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
Or at least if you were to go do that again now, it would
Oh,
be fun.
yeah, absolutely.
Every one of those, like,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Right?
I really appreciate that that you invited me and that I just took the opportunity and came.
I'm fucking stoked that you said
Yeah.
it.
And really, like, I've been thinking about it all weekend, but I really appreciate that you pushed me in places that I feel uncomfortable, but you know I'm good for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like that, my Kootenay adventure was coming to an end. I was on the water every day, experiencing new rivers. It was time to say goodbye to my friends and head back home. This was a special weekend for me, and I really look forward to coming back. The Salmo was super fun. Definitely like gives you a nice ease into the run, like class 2. then it gets into 3, and then 3+. And that 3+ side is like big water, so there's definitely some big waves and big holes. The holes are relatively easy to see and avoid. And usually I'd say the safest bet, you can stay in the middle, and when you see where the holes are, you can drive to one side or the other. The canyon, definitely the water gets constricted, and there's only 2 class 4 features in there, and then it flattens out to like nothing at the level we ran it. So we ran it around 130. So that's also something else to keep in your mind, because for me, it being my first time, mentally I was like, oh my god, what is in this canyon? And once you're in the canyon, you're in the canyon, and my imagination took off, and it wasn't anywhere close to as bad as I thought it was going to be, and it was totally fine. And a second lap on that river would be amazing, because there are definitely kickflip waves on there and lots of fun to be had. So very cool.